Now you can see behind me on YouTube, Michigan's Friends last Christmas gave me the sign, and what's today? December 19th? I can't even, wait, 25th is next, so wait, it was 18, 19, 19th. Finally put it up. JD Talkin Sports, you see over my, I guess that's my right shoulder. You can't see it on the Instagram because we have up the wonderful, which I love, the wonderful Lakers in-season tournament banner. Yeah, round 2 today because we had Joshua on, and I was not happy. I had some technical issues on my own part, which I don't like talking about, but it happens sometimes. I get too goddamn excited. I'm talking, and I look down, and I haven't recorded any fucking part of the show. So it's all up on YouTube if you want to watch it, but I don't have it here. And you're not supposed to talk that way, but you know what? I'm real, and I make mistakes, but it pisses me off. I got angry. I'm like, you know what? Let's do a second show because I didn't talk enough today. Yes, and Josh can see it, and he likes it. He goes, that's nice, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Yeah. Look at that logo. Now, it's not, I like it. It has my name on it, JD Talkin Sports, the podcast, and Andrea is a whiz at this stuff. And I was like, I got to put it up on the wall. It's there. I can see it. It's on my shoulder. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, but that Lakers thing drives me crazy. And then my cousin Hal today sent me something. I said, I got to start off the show with this. Yeah, I do too. Josh, I like it a lot. He sent me something today. And Josh, you got to hear this shit. I can't even, I saw this and I was like, wait a minute. Whoa, wait, what? What did you, dude, what did you just send me? Okay. Now, let me see. No, it's right here. Okay. He sends this to me. This is from Ghetto Gronk. Listen to this and listen. Keep the ears open, Josh. Former Steelers running back Rashard Mendenhall calls for an all-black versus all-white game to replace the Pro Bowl. I'm sick of average white guys commenting on football. Y'all not even good at football. Can we please replace the Pro Bowl with an all-black versus all-white bowl so these cats can stop trying to teach me who's good at football and better than your GOAT? And I was like, holy shit. I was like, wow. And I said, Hal, that is leading off the show today because an all-white, all-black. Wow. Yeah. You heard about this idiot? But honestly, who's going to play? But Josh, who's going to play? I mean, you have white quarterbacks, yes. And I guess McCaffrey's your running back. And wide receivers, there's I wouldn't call Puka Nacua, I wouldn't call him a white guy. Yeah, right. He's from the islands, right? He would play. Well, now that's another thing. Where would what a shit take. He's like, what a shit take. I just thought it was hilarious. Like all of a sudden you get an angry. Oh, Cooper Kupp. Okay, yeah, Cooper Kupp. But I just thought that was pretty freaking funny. Yeah, I saw that. Well, yeah, he said it to me. I just was like, dude, what are you getting all angry about? You know that your GOAT. What, I guess Brady would be. I guess Brady would. A lot of people look at Brady as the best quarterback in professional football. And I love how everybody's going crazy now. Ravens versus the Niners in the Super Bowl. Yeah, because they both have the best record. So let's just go with the two teams with the best record and say, hey, they're going to play the Super Bowl. And, they have the most complete game in their defense and all this with the Niners. And they got CMC, they got Brock Purdy, they got so many things, blah, 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 blah. Oh, so now Josh is going through everybody. Kelsey at center, Kelsey at tight end. Hey, Kelsey last night, I think he does it a lot where he pulls the ball, brings it a yard closer, and it came back, and it bit him in the ass. And should Jalen Hurts played last night? Now, I really want an Eagles. I'd like Brandon to come on from the company of JC. Anthony wrote me something last night from the company of JC, which blew me away, blew Michigan away. Josh, Rob, Kev, Aaron, all the guys I've met. I mean, great. I mean, geez Louise, man. I was like blown away how these guys have been fantastic. So I said, you know what? I do these shows to entertain all you, and company of JC has been Rob, everybody's been so great to me. Like Rob even apologized. Well, I had the kids yesterday. I had my kids, so I couldn't really listen to the show. I'm like, dude, you have a life outside the show. And, if you can't listen, you can. If you can't, you can't. That's why it's in the archives. You can go on Spotify, JD Talkin Sports. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. I'm everywhere. X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm everywhere. And, Jalen Hurts, the deep ball did not look good. that play, I mean, it could have been 14-0 at the half. Yeah, thank you, Rob. Yeah, I am. I'm a part of you. We are a part. We are a team. It's not just me. It's all of us. We are one big strong unit. We are a lock. Yeah. So I appreciate all of you. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, crazy, man, crazy. You know, the Eagles, and I want to get an Eagles guy. And so I had Jay yesterday. He's a buddy who's an Eagles fan. I said, I need like Brandon is an Eagles fan. And Eagles like, you know, and Brandon looks like he's 24 years old. It's like, dude, just what's his 69? He's like, been through so much. Dude, you won a Super Bowl in the last 10 years. So take it down a notch. But the Eagle fans are going after everybody, man. Thank you. Thank you, Josh. And I'm just like, God damn, man. What the hell? I mean, what I see, A.J. Brown was saying he's a decoy in some plays, and others saying Matt Patricia, you know, that was maybe too soon. And then there's a guy I really like, John Ledyard, who writes, covers a lot of Buck stuff, but it's a guy I respect, and he never responds to me. Never responds to me. Josh, man, I respect Josh. We are all familiar. It's not friends. We're familiar. That's what I consider guys who are in my life. This isn't friend shit. This is familiar. I don't have family. You can't choose your family. You can choose your friends. I wish I had all you guys as family. But yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I mean, these are good eggs. Very good eggs. So Drew Lock had his first game-winning drive at 1,142 yards, but John Ledard, he wrote me back, and I was trying to find, I want to write, yeah. So we were talking, and he said to me,
Rentals, I'm on.
And of course my mother calls. But we're back. We're back. We're back. I'm going to text my, yeah. You know, you just have one of those days, you just keep going. And I'm just like, all right, you know, now I have at least on here, I can text my mother and be like, yeah, I'm just doing, you know what I always, I love, who I always loved is Howard Stern. And he did everything wrong. There were pauses, this stuff, and he just did his own thing. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not going to be, someone said, well, people tell me, oh, you got to be like, I don't want to be like anybody. I don't want to be like Pat McAfee. That's why I do it live. If something happens, I just keep going. It's like live theater. You can't go back. You can't edit. You can't do this. It happens. You move on and bam. So that's what I decided. Yeah, I knew my mother was going to call. And it's funny because I put it on Do Not Disturb, and the only people who can call are Michigan and my mother. And that's who called my mother. And actually, he's kind of fucked up today. So, you know, my father passed, I think, October 9th. And a woman called me today. She goes, I tried to call your dad's cell. It wasn't working. It was disconnected, and his office was disconnected. And I'm thinking, well, what do you think happened? I mean, if his office is connected and his cell phone's disconnected, usually probably means nothing. And she goes, that's what I thought. And he mentored her. She's really nice. She is having her second kid, might be even on Christmas. But I just, I didn't know what to say, and she's like crying on the phone. And I'm like, he's a great guy. I miss him and all this stuff. But what do you say to people? I'm like, yeah, my dad died and, it sucks and everything. But I mean, if everything's disconnected and he's been in the office forever, he's been an attorney. He was an attorney for shit since I was a kid, like over 40, 50 years as an attorney. I would say, that's not a good sign. Not good for the home team. But so that happened today too. And I just like, so at least you call me back and I talk to her. I know I'm rambling. So John Ledyard, Ledyard. He's on Twitter. Like him a lot. He says the cornerback's not working. Who's the guy they got from the Giants who played well last year? What's it? I'm blanking on his name. Is it Bradenberry? I'm butchering his name. Eagles. Let me look that up. He got, I think he was 6 targets, five catches. Yeah, Bradbury, 5 catches, $112 and a touchdown. He got burned. Now that last play, Drew Lock was a better catch than a throw, but who the hell? And Jackson Smith-Njigba 2 years ago in the Rose Bowl against Utah was all world. Got hurt last year, really didn't play a lot, and he's getting better as the season goes on. James Bradbury. Yeah, yes. So that's the day he said cornerback's not very good. Too many coverage weaknesses, he says, in his opinion. Probably jumped the gun on change to Patricia, which I definitely think they jumped the gun. Yeah, I don't know what they felt they had to make a change. Offense gotten away from many of their best concepts in passing game. Yeah, there was a pass play during the game. I don't know if you guys watched it, where it was like a screen where they had Devontae Smith, kind of like where Goddard caught the ball, but Smith was right there. And when he turned, they kind of like knocked into each other. I would think it should have been the other way around. Get Smith there, have Goddard blocking the way. It just looked, and they just looked choppy. And his deep pass, he threw an interception. He threw an end zone interception last play. He was defending himself. What did he say? Yeah, Nick Sirianni, who I don't like, he's a douchebag. He's screaming when they won in KC like they won. Dude, you won a regular season game, you lost Super Bowl last year. They don't count. They're not the same. They don't equate in the same way. And so he says it's team's best interest to give Patricia control of defense. Yeah, big shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good luck. He also said on the Quez Watkins deep ball attempt interception, we've run that play a lot. We've hit that play. Yeah, you weren't even close. They gave us a look that presented an opportunity for it. We'll take one-on-ones with safeties. Hats off to Love for making that play. He doesn't have the touch. Jalen Hurts is off. He was playing sick. They thought, everybody keeps saying, the Jordan flu game. Nobody is Jordan. I'm sorry. There is, and Jalen Hurts has double the turnovers this year as last year. Rob is saying changing the person who calls plays this late in the season. Yeah, definitely, Rob, a desperation. That is a perfect analogy. A desperation move. That's a desperation move. Dude, you're like guys say, oh my God, we gotta, and it doesn't work. And you guys started off so strong, and now the only saving grace is, and Rob, no offense, you got the Giants twice, home and away, and you got Arizona in between that. Now, if you can't right the ship and win those 3 games, then you don't deserve anything. But they got 3 weeks to work it out, and I don't like them going to the playoffs. But the scary thing is that teams have gotten to the playoffs looking like shit, turn it around and go on a run in the playoffs. And I really want the Niners to go out. I'm really tired of hearing the narrative, they're the greatest team, blah, 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 greatest coach. Meanwhile, Shanahan, I talked with Joshua, he choked in the Super Bowl as offensive coordinator, 28-3, and he's going to choke again. Yeah. Really? No, you see, Rob, I want San Francisco to get smacked around. I got to be honest with you. I am tired of this San Francisco narrative. I really am. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't. I'm like, I'm good. I'd like to see that all go bye-bye. Because I'm tired of hearing like they're the greatest teams in sliced bread. What have they won? Shanahan's never won a title. I mean, if this is the best team, they're compared to the best San Francisco teams. Now, the teams with Montana were amazing. I thought Steve Young was one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the year. You have to despise him. Yes, you are a Giants fan. You have to despise. Now, okay. So, Rob, the question is, who do you despise more, the Eagles or the Cowboys? Because I would think it would be neck and neck with those two. Is it more Eagles or is it more Cowboys? Now, I know Eagles are right down the turnpike. So, but I'm wondering who you despise more. But yeah, I'm not in the Niners bandwagon. I want to see them go down, very down. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Yeah, their coach is very smug, and McCarthy is more of a buffet guy. So he's a more of a buffet guy. Yeah, and Hurts. It should have been an easy win last night, and it wasn't. And I looked up DeAndre Swift. That was the second most carries. He had 305 in 2 weeks in a row, and since then, the most he's had in a game is 80. And I'm thinking, well, the running game helps the passing game. Why is he not getting as many carries? Why are his numbers like just average at best? And, they got to work on that stuff. I mean, it's not working. It's not working. Guys, we got to fix things. Yeah. And so I looked up all that stuff. And, yeah, Swift, weeks 2 and 3, 305 yards rushing. Since then, 80 once, 74 last night, and 18 carries. And doesn't the running game help the passing game? That's what I was always told. One thing opens the other. Rob will agree with me. Rob was talking about that with Joshua. Helps everything. You get the running game going, it helps the passing game. Come on, guys. It's common sense. Oh, and God damn it, the Pro Bowl games. What will happen now that Desmond Ridder has been benched again for Taylor Heineke? That shows a shitty team. Arthur Smith, you can get rid of him and that fucking mustache and call it a day. I can't stand Arthur Smith. I can't stand what he's doing with Bijan Robinson. I mean, I'm just like, Jesus, do they suck? Good God, I just want them to go away. They're playing please, Gardner Minshew. Beat them and put them out of the playoffs. Let's just get them out of here. I'm done with them. Yeah, every part of the team. Every part of the team, Rob. Exactly. Every part of the team. Now, Knicks beat the Lakers when they put up that stupid banner yesterday. Stupid banner. What a dumb idea. Hey, in-season tournament. You're around all the NBA titles and you have this stupid in-season tournament banner. You know what that looks like? Let me think what that looks like. It's like teams putting up, hey, we won the division title. like the Braves, I think, put up that they won the pennant every year. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit if you win the pennant every year. People want championships. I don't care if you have one goddamn championship thing up there. Stop putting it up that you won the pennant. You won the. Nobody cares. I wouldn't care. UNC, they only put up guys who are All-Americans. And I know there's a lot up there. But you're not All-American, you don't get your jersey retired. That's the way it should be. I think you win championships. Until Judge wins a goddamn championship, he's not up there with can't retire his jersey. Can't retire jerseys for guys who never win a championship. And Yankees have retired so many goddamn jerseys. That's what my friend Bumble said. They said maybe next will be one of the security guys, the custodians. And Big Dom walking in Jalen Hurts yesterday. Maybe Jalen Hurts should have taken the day off. He didn't look good. He looked good at the beginning, and then they just went away from everything that worked. I mean, the first half that worked, second half, everything fell apart. And, you got to play to win. He looked off. He just did not. They didn't look good. They didn't look good, the Eagles. They haven't looked good in a while. So I guess we're going to see what happens. Yeah, so the Knicks won last night. Brunson at 29. AD at 32 and 14. How about Hardenstein? Career high 17 rebounds, 7 offensive, 2 blocks, 9 points. Thank you, Fred Katz, for that one. Aaron has joined Aaron's here. Aaron's in the house. All right, Aaron. And Quickly at 20. And I saw Quickly has only played one game. Jerry Beach said he's played one game over 29 minutes this season, where last year by this point he'd played 15. So they're keeping his minutes down, which is good. They went 2-1 on the road. They beat the Suns and Lakers and lost to the Clippers, right? Did they beat the? Does someone help me out here? Forget who they won. Yeah, I think they beat no. The Nets beat the Suns. They lost to the Suns. They beat the Clippers and the Lakers. I think the Clippers blew them out. No, Clippers blew them out. They beat the Suns and they beat the Lakers. That's what happened. Barrett had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists and a block, but 3 for 10, 0 for 2, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Good D. I'm not staying up to watch the game, but except for at the end with Austin Reeves, they said he played good D. I mean, that's what hey, good. So he's not scoring. He's not shooting well. At least he's playing the other end and he's getting things done, and that's what we like. Nets lost 125-108. Yeah, they lost in Utah. I thought, that's what they said. They went 2-1 in the road trip, and I was like, I thought they did play Utah. Yeah, so they didn't go 2-1. I think they're comparing that's not the West Coast. Utah's the West Coast, dude. That's the West Coast, in my opinion. But the last 3 games, they went 2-1. Yeah, right? I mean, I hate when they do that shit. I'm like, that's not, give me good information, guys. Yeah, so the Knicks are playing at the Nets tomorrow night. Knicks are 15-11, and the Nets are 13-13. They lost to Utah last night. And, only thing really looking good right now is Cam Thomas. They said they improved on everything. Yeah, they went 2-2 in the trip. Okay. Thanks, Josh. And Cam Thomas at 32. Dinwiddie had 17, 11 assists. And Sexton and Taylor Horton Tucker at 27. So they're 10-17. And both teams lost to Utah. So Utah has 10 wins of the season, and 2 of them are against the Knicks and Nets. Hey, how about this? Ja Morant, 6-19 Grizz. 6-19 without him in the lineup. 6-19, he's back. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be very, very interesting. So he's back tonight against the Pelicans. I was like, wow, dude, that is very interesting to me. We're going to see how that works out. Yeah. And did you guys watch, what was it called? The famous Toastery Bowl? So I'm doing the podcast yesterday, kept it on. ODU's up 28-0 on Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky comes all the way back, scores a touchdown on the last play of the game, or in the last 15 seconds, and win in overtime because ODU got a field goal blocked, had a bunch of kicks blocked during the game, and then had a field goal blocked at overtime, and they went down and scored. And talk about 28-0. You can't blow a lead. So I called it the Brandon Staley, blew the playoff game against the Jags last year, and Dan Quinn blowing the Super Bowl. Because I like to dig things in. Yes, they did beat the Suns. Thank you, Aaron. You're good. Yeah, Kings beat the Wiz yesterday. Sabonis had his 3rd triple-double. They're 16-9, 4-1 the last 5. Sabonis had 28 points, 13 rebounds, 12 assists. Poole, 28. Kuzma, 27. They're 4-22, 2-17 the last 19. Sabonis had his 8th straight double-double, 21 in the last 25 games. He's had 17 in the Kings uniform. That is already a franchise record. And De'Aaron Fox needs 8 assists to pass Mike Bibby for the Sacramento Kings era most, I don't know why this keeps doing this. the most assists in Sacramento Kings since they've been in Sacramento, which is right now he's 25-72. He's 8 behind Mike Bibby. So tonight we have the Rangers at Toronto. We have the Scooter Coffee Frisco Bowl at 9 p.m. 8-4 Texas San Antonio. They got that 6-year quarterback Frankie Martin against Marshall, which is 6-6. Knicks and Nets tomorrow. UNC is playing Charlotte tomorrow, the 11th. UNC, they're 7-3 at number 7, 10-0 OU at Charlotte tomorrow in the Jumpman Classic. And tonight in the Jumpman Classic for the women, UNC is playing at Oklahoma. They're 7-4, 24th in the country at 8-3 Oklahoma. Flyers at the Devils, and Oilers are at the Islanders. Oilers, Connor McDavid's been playing really well. And then they play the Rangers on Friday night, and we are going to the game. Michigan, that's our first game of the Michigan gets a 5 her cousin has tickets, season tickets 50 straight years, and we go to 5 games. And that's the first game of the season. So I'm pretty psyched about that. Yeah. Yeah. So that's I saw that. I was like, damn. Yeah. 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 I mean, I'm like, I am ready for some foosball. And I put up all these old pictures. We got this thing called the what's it called? The Aura. So you can put all pictures up. So Chris Jenkins is preparing for Michigan's Dream Rose Bowl. Alejandro Zuniga. Yeah, dude, it's gonna. I've never seen Connor McDavid. I'm very excited to see him. He's playing really good hockey right now. And yeah, we're gonna see that. This is a big game. Garden is it is too damn expensive. Yeah, but you know, it is. It's really expensive. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Yeah, and I talked about this yesterday on Company of JC, that Emily Radikowski was denied comp seats to a Rangers game at MSG after losing a Knicks game early per page 6. Emrata and former fellow model Arana Shaikh left the Knicks' 21-point comeback over the Heat early, and she's reportedly no longer being offered comp seats at MSG. Emily was not offered comp seats for the Rangers, but she was offered and is welcome to buy great seats. Yeah, please. They're going to pay. They're going to give her seats anytime they want. Now, I think that's just a bunch of bullshit, but I thought it was kind of interesting. And everybody's like, yeah, you guys are, yeah. I'm a little crazy like that. Yeah, so that's what I do. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on Company of JC, and somebody will respond, and most people yawn and everything, but I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, I did. I was like, all right. Now, this is interesting to me. So, Dylan Gabriel, yeah, he's been really good, Aaron. De'Aaron Fox has been really solid. Yeah, well, think about it. How many years De'Aaron Fox has been in, how long has De'Aaron Fox been in the league? It's a good question. De'Aaron Fox. Let's look that up. Let me help you out here. De'Aaron Fox. Okay, here we go. De'Aaron Fox stats. All right, he has been in the league. This is his 7th year in the league. 7 years, dude. Yeah, and he averages, I mean, actually he's down, but there was 1 year average 7 assists. Yeah, he's I mean, think about it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's been good. Yeah. Yeah, 7 years. Guy can ball, dude. Yep. That's what I love about it. Look, Aaron's all excited. He's like, yeah. Now, this is what, so UCLA quarterback Dante Moore, 5-star prospect, the class of 23, is going to Oregon. So Dylan Gabriel is going from Oklahoma to Oregon. I'm kind of interested. And he originally was going to Oregon, but flipped to UCLA. So I'm curious how that's going to work out going forward. Oh, so the Athletic is reporting the former Super Bowl winning running back. Wasn't Derek Ward like an undrafted, Rob, was he an undrafted free agent? I remember him. Wow. Arrested on suspicion of multiple robberies in L.A. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. No, that's not going to be good. Carson Beck is coming back to Georgia, which is the smartest move. He wasn't going. Come on. How about this? This is from Jay Kuda. All 32 NFL starting quarterbacks this week had a different first name, 31 last names, however, 2 Wilsons. Wait, so was Zach Wilson? Who was the other Wilson starting? So I was blanking just now on the other. Who was the other Wilson starting in the NFL? I know Zach. I was trying to think about that. So who was the other? Yeah. Oh, and I got a great trivia question for today. He was drafted by the Jets in the 7th round. Okay. Well, now he's going to be playing on the prison football team. Maybe in prison they can have the blacks versus the whites football game. You know, maybe that'll work out. Can I say that? I did say it, so it's already out there. Okay. James Harden had 35 points, 21 in the fourth quarter yesterday. Yeah, I still can't stand him. I'm glad he's go away, go far away, go far, far, far away, and leave me alone. I am not a fan. Not a fan at all. No, not even close. And, for the first time since October 22nd, the Eagles have a lead at halftime, and they lost their third straight. So it doesn't mean shit. Chicago State, they beat Northwestern. They got their fifth win last night. Nice going. I love hearing schools like that, go on a little bit of a run. How about this? The Harden is a total clown. Yep. And Rob, you can't win with. So that's the thing, Rob. It'll be regular season, and then they'll choke in the playoffs. I hope so. He wears that as welcome everywhere. So my cousin's from Houston, is from Galveston, but Houston, he loves the strip clubs. Loves the strip clubs. He's having a good time. Makes a lot of money. And that beard looks like there's something growing in it. That beard creeps me out, man. So the Timberwolves through 25 games, 20-5 is their most wins through 25 games. So congrats to them. Yes, that's the only place he doesn't wear it as welcome, Rob, because, money talks and bullshit walks. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing you were thinking. How about Chet Holmgren last night? 17 points, 6 rebounds, 7 blocks, 15 the last 2 games. Chet Holmgren is a beast. Aaron, I would not put it past him. How about the Pistons? 24 losses in a row. Kate Cunningham last night, 43 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. 24 straight losses, dude. 24, man. That is out of control. That is crazy. Now, this is from Sean Coleman. This is giving the Grizz fans some hope. In NBA history, 152 teams have had 6 or less wins through 25 games in a single season. Only 2 of the 152 teams made the postseason. None of those teams had Ja Morant. Time to defy the odds once again. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, they're 6-19. We'll see if it works out. And, you got to win that first game to get to the second game. Yeah, the in-season freaking Lakers, it annoys the hell out of me. Really does. It's really bad. Yeah, and Monty Williams on Trae Young's bouncing three-pointer in the first quarter, he said, you want to go cry to your grandma when something like that happens. I thought that was pretty funny. You want to cry to your grandma. Bounces. Yeah, Lakers in-season banner. It's so stupid. So goddamn stupid. Yeah, and this guy, Mika Nori, he's the assistant coach for the T-Wolves. I watched his video. He's pretty funny. Yeah. And Jeff Kerr, who covers the Eagles, says, still bizarre to me, Jalen Hurts doesn't step up in the pocket as much as he did last year. Just fades out like in 2021 or makes too quick a decision and doesn't let it progress. I feel like they really, the game is it too fast for him? Or is it just, and he's got he doesn't have touch anymore. It's been ugly to watch. It's been very ugly to watch, guys. Yeah, and the Seahawks playoff chances with the win went to 55%. If they would have lost, it would have went to 16%. So I would say that helped them out a lot yesterday. Yeah, and Bleeding Green Nation said Bradbury's dead cap is $17 million next year and $12 million in 2025. And someone said, cut him as soon as the game is over. I was like, damn. And the Eagles are 0-1 since demoting Sean Desai. That's what Arjun meant. Man, Eagle fans have no patience. You're freaking 10-4, and it's like you're 0-14. Man, they're like, oh my God. And Nick Wagner, who covers the Niners, says the weekend couldn't get any better for the Niners. A full game clear of Dallas, Philly, and Detroit for the number 1 seed. And Niners have head-to-head tiebreakers over Dallas and Philly. And 3 games left. So the Niners play the Ravens. Who do they play? I want to check. What's the Niners schedule? What's the Niners? Okay. I don't know what's worse, the fact that LeBron popped champagne in an empty locker room or the fact that there's an in-season tournament banner that was actually made and actually hanging in the Staples. Yeah. Dude, I think, that's another thing too. The only reason, Aaron, why was the only reason he won the title? Because he had like a 3-month break. If it had been a real season, there's no way he would have won the title. But they basically had a 3-month break that he could kill his body. Totally agree on that front. Totally agree. Both of them suck. And that title is a bullshit title. That's like the Dodgers 60-game season. Rob and I talked about that. 60-game World Series title. Are you fucking kidding me? 60 games and they had a World Series? That was embarrassing. That's the only title the Dodgers have. That's the only title that Clayton Kershaw has. It's bad. Now, my friend Jay sent me some stuff like comparing even Bartolo Colon even as a Cy Young versus what was Jay? What was Jay sent? Jay sent me some stuff yesterday. Let me look that up. Jay sent me some. Jay's a real baseball guy, so I got to get him on to talk baseball. Let me see. He sent me something yesterday. Yeah, Colon versus Jack Morris, Bartolo Colon. They both have actually, Colon has a better WAR, about the same number of games. Games started more for Colon than Morris. Both 7 less, actually 7 more wins for Morris, 2 more losses for Colon. ERA 3.90 for Morris, 4.12 for Colon. And then I looked at awards. Hall of Fame, championships 4 for Morris, All-Stars 5-4, Morris to Colon. Cy Youngs, Colon has 1, Morris has none. And I was like, that's interesting, dude. So he sent me that one, and I was like, yeah. And then he was comparing Maddox to Don Sutton, which is ridiculous. So Sutton play the WAR 106.6 for Maddox, Sutton's 66.7. Games pitched, Sutton 30. The only thing that Sutton has over Maddox is 5 saves to none for Maddox. Maddox, they're both in the Hall of Fame. Championships, both have 1. All-Star appearances, 8 for Maddox, 4 for Sutton. Cy Youngs, 4 for Maddox, 0 Sutton. ERA titles, 4 for Maddox, 1 for Sutton, and 18 Gold Gloves. Now, I know but I thought that was kind of interesting. He had sent me that stuff, and I was like, that's some good stuff, dude. That's some good stuff. So, yeah, I was checking out what the Niners are playing, the Niners rest of this. But good take there. Aaron, really good take. Really good take. Let's look Niners schedule. Niners schedule. Okay, so they're playing Ravens at home, Commanders on the road, and then the Rams at home. Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. That's nothing. Yeah, so they should clinch it. And this is just the second time since at least Josh Jabot said 2000, the Seahawks had a game-winning TD drive of 90-plus yards that started in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. The other was a 94-yard drive starting with a 1:57 left. They beat the Vikings back in 2020, 27-26. That was a great series. Just kept going. And the Raiders, he put this is funny. This is for Kev. Raiders trying to become the second team in NFL history with back-to-back games with 60-plus points when they played Chiefs on Christmas. The 1950 Rams beat the Colts 70-27 and the Lions 65-24 in week 6 of 7. In 1950, 5 of the teams had back-to-back 50-point games, with the Packers last to do it in 2014. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine having a run like that where the Rams scored 135 points in 2 games back in 1950? I mean, Jesus Christ. The Jets did that. You'd have a statue up that would be in the stadium forever. Yeah, it'd be there forever. Okay, so the Eagles host the Giants, host the Cardinals, and then at the Giants. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And the Cowboys are at the Dolphins, host the Lions, at the Commanders. That's gonna be a tough little run right there, man. Yeah, Drew Lock's first game-winning drive in 1,142 days, 4th of his career. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, and I saw this. This was kind of interesting. Devin Jackson said this. This was interesting, and I kind of agree with this. That they didn't have that Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense went hunting for explosive plays in the fourth quarter instead of methodical drives and using up clock. It cost them the game. Defense has to make the stop, but game could have been over much sooner with how much Philly controlled the line of scrimmage offensively. I agree. I feel like I'll tell you, Sirianni to me, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. Drew Lock's last win as an NFL starting quarterback, December 13th, 2020, over 3 years. Had to feel good. And the Eagles were 30-0 with a 7+ point lead under Jalen Hurts in the fourth quarter. 30-1 now. 30-1. Yes. Not good. Not good at all. No bueno. Yes. Yeah. Jacques Vaughn said, at the end of the day, this trip took a toll on us physically and mentally. We'll have to go home and regroup. They said that they kind of need, who's the guy? I'm blanking on his name. Simmons. They need Ben Simmons. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Guys always hurt. And Ja's first game is on TNT versus the Pelicans. Of course it is. Yeah, he's not. He's the commissioner's no dummy. Silver's no dummy. Yeah, John Ledyard, I like him a lot. Good stuff. Always good stuff. He always gives me good stuff. So Jalen Hurts missed a wide open check down to Kenneth Gainwell in the game, losing the interception. No one in front of him for 20 plus yards. Easy to say. I like that stuff. Like, oh, guy, you know what? That wasn't the play call. I mean, they were going for it, and yeah, I feel like things are working. Go underneath, make it happen. But I love they say that after the fact. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it doesn't always work that way, guys. It'd be nice if it did. It doesn't always work that way. But, I mean, it's also easier. We're sitting at home on our asses doing this. And Eric Slater said the Nets' greatest strength defensively is their switchability, but they have been neutralized by their lack of size and strength on the boards. Claxton, which has forced them into a drop coverage. And the switchability was somewhat overblown to begin with. They have clear limitations at the point of attack without Ben Simmons. Which said, if you want to call a spade, a quarter through the season, the Nets are a below-average defensive team, 20th defensive rating, and getting thrashed by a Jazz team without Keyonte George and Jordan Claxton. Yeah, he said a lack of size and physicality that has forced a conservative scheme. There are shortcomings on that end that were masked by a surplus wings on the surface levels evaluated. We're masked by a surplus wings on the surface. Yeah, I don't understand what that means. But basically, yeah, they're too small, and you still need guys that can play D and can bang and whatever. And great if a guy can score 30, but you need guys that can play defense on the other end, and they don't have those guys. And, listen, they lost Kyrie, they lost Harden, they lost KD. I mean, that's not going to happen like overnight. Yeah, and Matthew Collar, great point. All the starting quarterback injuries have created so many great backup quarterback moments this year. It's amazing. It has. But it also shows that, it's kind of a mess. And how about this? Ari Myrov said Jalen Hurts mentions he doesn't think the team is committed enough right now. When that's what he means, commitment. I don't have a dictionary on me now. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, it has to come from your head guy. I agree. Got to play as a team. And guys got to look in there. And worst point differential by a team 10-4 or better through 14 games. This year's Eagles are plus 18. So they played a lot of close games. They're not really, kicking ass and taking names. Josh Dubois always has good stuff. Always has the good stuff for me. Yeah, Pete Carroll said that Geno Smith will start if healthy versus Tennessee. Yeah, Geno's his starter. Come on. Drew Lock, come on. He's a backup. Yeah. Yes. So they got the ball down 4+ points with under 2 minutes left, 90+ yard drive, 25-yard touchdown pass. The last NFL quarterback to do that was Brett Favre on September 20th, 1992. The last game he ever came off the bench. Drew Lock isn't any Brett Favre, but it's a nice stat to see, and it was nice to see, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, and Cam Thomas said defending him tonight. Tonight was the first time I've seen a box and one since AAU in high school, so that was different. I guess I got to get used to most teams are trying to mix it up on me. So he scored 32 points. I mean, congrats. Playing a lot better. But there's a lot of holes in that team. You really think he wins with any? You think okay? Carroll wins games with any quarterback? You think? I don't know if I agree with that. With any quarterback, I don't know about Drew Lock. That was the first game Drew Lock won since what 3+ years. Listen, every year they're competitive, and. You know what? Every other and the Jets gave him one goddamn year. They fired him after one goddamn year. He has been very good, and he should have 2 Super Bowl championships. He's very good. Geno never got a shot. Jets, well, he was with the Jets. That was a shit show. Giants really screwed him over, and he was a backup behind Russell Wilson for years. So you think Russell Wilson was just any quarterback? I thought Russell Wilson was a pretty goddamn good quarterback for a while. I thought he was a really good quarterback. And I don't know any quarterback. I don't know if I'd say any quarterback, but I would say that every year that team competes. I mean, 7-7 this year from where they started. They just, I mean, that they grinded it out. Yes, that was a very good team win yesterday. And Drew Lock had that great speech at the end of the game, thanking everybody, the team getting all emotional. And after he scored, he did this little celebration. Geno Smith and him, they're all locked in. That team's playing for each other. I love it. I love how they're all playing for each other. I thought that was awesome. I don't know if I agree with it. It's any quarterback, but I do feel that he does find guys that are diamonds in the rough almost. Yeah, he does. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. Yes, that he does but it looks as if he makes the game easier for, yes. And especially Drew Lock, they're saying maybe they pulled I think Drew Lock is a pretty good quarterback. I think he's an adequate backup. And if you have to put him in a pinch, but I think if I had to play Drew Lock right now for 5 straight games, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable out there every day. Where Geno looks like he dipped a little bit this year. I think he's a good quarterback. Also, I think that they might draft a quarterback. They're going to look at quarterbacks this draft. I think they have to think about the future. I don't think Drew Lock is the answer. And I don't know how much longer is Carroll going to want to coach. I mean, he looks like he's having a blast. He had his hat on backwards at the post-game conference. Listen, I would not be upset, if I was rooting for a team, especially with how bad the Jets have been. We're talking to Joshua today that Josh Allen doesn't play well against the Jets. Who gives a shit? I was like, who cares? They're not going to playoffs. They're not going to playoffs next year. I saw today in the paper, is Salah is he losing is he on the verge of losing the locker room? On the verge. On the verge. What do you mean on the verge? Come on, Josh. Aaron, on the verge? I think he's closer than the verge. I think he's close to the cliff. I think he's the precipice. Come on, man. Yeah. Salah. Psh. Yeah, he has. Yeah. Salah has not proven anything. He has a winning record. If anything, it's a nosedive every goddamn season. Where Pete Carroll, listen, I mean, Seattle has what's Seahawks? I think I looked at this already, but what's the Seahawks schedule? Let's see what the Seahawks schedule is. Why not? Why, they can finish 10-7. I mean, in the conference, Seahawks schedule. They have left at Titans. Then they're going to go against Mason Rudolph. Let me see. Okay, so they're going against Titans away Sunday. Then they have the Steelers at home, and then they're at the Cardinals, 10-7. Rob, you really think that Rob? I was talking to John. What did I say today? That he was on with McAfee. He wants to play 2024 and beyond. Dude, they're not going anywhere. They're not. They you know what? And I hope that at the end of the season, that he doesn't think that Hackett, and he can't say to himself that if I was in there, things would be different with Salah and Hackett enough right now. The whole team's falling apart like a total crash and burn. Yeah, they're not making it. No. They don't have Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez gets wins. Mark Sanchez gets the job done. Mark Sanchez does what he has to do. Yeah, I just want to rile up Josh. I want to rile him up a little bit. Yeah. Please. Yeah, Nick Sirianni, idiot. Yeah, I really want some of these teams to go down. I really do. How about this? Listen to this, guys. This is from Boardroom. Cost of a 30-second Super Bowl ad, 67 through 2024. 1967, a 30-second ad in the Super Bowl cost $42,000. Okay, let's go ahead to 1980, $222,000. Let's go up to 2000, $2 million. 2010, $3 million. $7 million. And CBS sold roughly 70% of its available inventory for Super Bowl 58 before the season even started, from $42K to $7 million. Who do you think comes out of the AFC to win the Super Bowl? Rob putting me on the spot. I don't think, to me, okay, Lamar Jackson's won one goddamn playoff game, and I love Lamar Jackson. And I still feel like they have been, I know they're 11-3 and they find a way to win, even if it's ugly. I think it's a total toss-up. I think if the Bills make the playoffs, I can see the Bills going on a run. I think this year I feel the Bills can go. I think it could be the Bills going to the Super Bowl. I really do. And I'll probably eat my words, but yeah. I think the Bills with Josh Allen, I think that team's got a chip. They're pissed off as hell. They haven't played up to their potential yet. I think the game helped yesterday. They win the next 3 games. They go into Miami. They beat Miami. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, KC is in trouble. KC, I do not like the way KC looks. I think it's going to come bite him in the ass that he doesn't have enough weapons out there. And is he going to count on Kadarius Toney to make some catches? You got a rookie in Rice. I talked about before. He has his lowest yards per catch of his career right now. Kelsey, dude, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're going to see. Time will tell. I mean, I guess we're going to see. Yeah. And I saw this too. Detroit Mercy is 0-11. I love finding. This is from a guy, Tony Paul. Random stuff. I think they lean on the running game come playoff time. Who? Oh, KC? Who are you leaning on? Pacheco? Pacheco's not a guy. He's coming off a shoulder surgery, dude. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, what has he done this season? What running game? They don't have a running game. It's been inconsistent at best. And Mahomes has not looked great. He's had a lot of guys drop balls. I don't think this team is that good. I think they got by last year. I think it worked. I think he's a great quarterback. I don't see it. And they're not going to have home field. There's a chance they might be playing on the road the whole playoffs. Not that affects him at all, but I don't see it. I can see Buffalo. Yeah, it is so wide open. I think the NFC, I know they're saying, they're game ahead. Brock Purdy still has to win some playoff games. He's only in his second year. And they said if he hadn't hurt his elbow, they would have. No, I don't know. Eagles were a damn good team last year. Damn good team. And it happened. So I don't know. Wait, if they went out and Baltimore loses one game, KC has. Wait, what is this? Is that true? What is? Let me look at the standings. Standings. Oh, so they have home field throughout the playoffs. Who do they play the rest of the season? Okay, so Dolphins are 10-4, and KC would finish 12-5. Wait, KC, because did they beat the did they play the Ravens yet? You're satisfied? Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. So you're saying, what'd you say to me? So if they win, and the Ravens still have to play, Ravens have a tough way to go. Okay, if they went out and Baltimore loses one game, KC is home. He goes, I'm wrong. I was like, is that right? Because I thought KC lost to a bunch of teams. It's all right. That's why we do this stuff, dude. But you said it so confident saying, I was like, maybe he is right. I think right now they're 11-3, but I mean, they got to play the Niners on the road, man. And Michigan, we said we have Baltimore's 2 games ahead. Yes, Baltimore's 2 games ahead of them. Yes. But now, who do the Chiefs play the rest of the way? Okay, this webpage is not available yet. Okay, so they play Raiders at home at the Bengals. Bengals going to have to win that game. Bengals come to KC, and then they have, they're going to win 2 or 3. They might even win all 3, so they could finish 12-5, whereas they did not play the Ravens, though, this year, right? They did not play the Ravens. No, they did play the Bears. They played the Vikings. They played the Jets, Broncos, Chargers, Dolphins. Lost the Eagles. Lost the Bills, which helps the Bills out, I guess. But they're going to win. They're going to win the division, so it's not going to matter. Yeah. All right. So they got a pretty easy schedule going forward. So I guess we're going to see what happens there. Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell on that front. Yeah. Time will tell. Yeah, so I looked this up. Detroit Mercy's 0-11. They haven't started the season. The program record for losses start of season is 14-87-88. I know, I just saw that, and people could be like, why did you talk about that? I go, you know what? I just see some random things. I'm like, there's so much stuff on Twitter that I'm like, God, people put up random shit. And I was like, I like random shit. That's the way my brain thinks. How about Tommy Beer? Love him. Julius Randle, over the first 10 games of the season, 180 points on 171 field goal attempts, 34% field goal percentage. The last 10 games, 273 on 184 field goal attempts, 58%. And that's the last night was the Knicks' last game of the West Coast until mid-March, which bodes well for them. Bodes very well for them. Yeah, that's all right. Let them stay on the East Coast. Yeah, I don't know about the Eagles lost 3 in a row. Yeah, Eagles Chiefs, I don't think that happening again. Yeah, Bradbury, 6 targets, 6 receptions, 112 yards, 5 first downs, and a touchdown. Brown had 6 targets, 6 receptions, 38 yards, and 1 first down. Yeah, not good, man. Not good. I mean, Bradbury got burned. I mean, they got to fix some things out, man. Thank you, Eagles Nation, for that one. Yeah, Bradbury was toast last night. But guys, come back. And Western Kentucky has bowl wins versus Sun Belt last 3 years. They beat App State in the Boca Raton Bowl 2021, Southern Alabama, New Orleans 2022, this year they won the famous toastery. This guy Jackson Johnson said Western Kentucky needs to go back to the Sun Belt. I thought that was pretty, but 28-0 is impressive. Yeah, and Emmanuel quickly 28 minutes 46 seconds last night. He's played 29 minutes on the bench last season 15 times. This year only once. Thank you, Tommy. I like that. I thought Thibodeau would be playing him too much. And Iowa women's basketball has helped sell out or break attendance records in 26 of 32 games. Maryland has sold out their February 3rd game with Caitlin Clark. Yeah. And I sent this. So Rob thought I meant me when I said yes. The Yes Network from Andrew Marchand at the Post. Bertie Williams and Yes have held talks about the Yankees legend joining the telecast this season, which I think is really good. Yeah, always a good day when the Eagles. Felix, hey, evening, everybody. Hey, so Felix, who's your team again? Can you tell me? I always forget who I can't keep everybody straight. Felix is great, man. Love Felix. Good dude. We had a good talk. Kalen DeBoer is the AP Coach of the Year, leading the Huskies to the college football playoff. Congratulations to him. James Harden was 8 for 11. He has one of 4 players on the database, on the Basketball Reference database, to have 20-plus games with 8 3-pointers made. So he has, Giants. All right. Yeah, my condolences. So Curry has 74 games with 8 3-pointers made. Then Lillard 29, 74. Then Lillard 29, Klay Thompson 24, and Harden with 22. Just crazy. Just crazy, right? I mean, that's beautiful. I mean, he's just amazing. Pistons now 24 straight losses. So Giants, Yankees, Knicks, and Rangers. Okay, Giants, cool. Yankees gonna suck again. Knicks aren't that good. Yeah. So in other words, it's gonna be a shitty year. Well, Rangers, Felix, Rangers. I'm going Friday night, so hopefully good game Friday night. Yeah. So they are now the 3rd longest losing streak, tied with Cleveland back in '82. The Pistons with 24. They're behind Cleveland, who lost 26 straight in 2010 to 2011. The Sixers lost 26 straight in 2014. And the Sixers in 2015 lost 28 straight. Compared to the last few years, this is like the Knicks win. Yes, that is good. Rob always has the good takes. He just comes and just bam, shabanga, banga, banga. That's what I love. You just want to hug him. Like, I wish I had a Rob doll in my house. So whenever I'm feeling bad or something, I can just have my Rob doll and just, hey, Rob, what should I do here? He's just so funny. Wait, who sucks again? Everybody? Who? And Josh comes in and he just says the thing. Who sucks? Felix. So I think the Knicks beat. It's nice to think the Knicks beat teams. Yes. Yeah. Well, they beat the Lakers last night. I mean, Lakers were too drunk with the in-season banner. Yeah. Yes. So that's funny. So Kucherov leads the NHL with 52 points ahead of McKinnon. And in the last 30 days, McDavid has 28 points. McKinnon for Colorado has 27. Wow. Jack Eichel is 17 for Vegas. Remember the day of Othello Harrington being our best player? Oof. Remember Othello Harrington? Didn't we all think he was going to be really good? Oh, Yankees suck. Yeah. The Yankees suck. The Yankees suck. I'm doing my John Sterling. The Yankees suck. The Yankees suck. The Yankees will suck again this year. So Juan Soto and Judge will combine to hit 130 home runs, and they'll go 79 and 82. That's what's going to happen. Oh, and Garrett Cole will win 30 for a team to win 79. And then Cashman will come back again for his 75th season. And all the Yankee fans will be furious, but Hal will look at it and be like, we had like 3 million people, and we have this yes deal, and we're doing great. Things are very good. George is rolling over in his grave, but we're doing great things here. And everybody's going, Hank, you really should not be an owner. Like Spanos for the, yeah. I went there, 79-82. He will get hurt during something like sneezing or walking the dog or high-fiving. Wow, dude. That's a Mets fan right there. Put in the dig in. Put in the dig in. So let's go with the Mets. What are the Mets going to do this year? Okay. Go to my crystal ball. Mets, I'm going to say 70-92. 70-92. You're going to suck this year. Yeah. Bullshit. 81-81. Good luck. Good luck with Mendoza. Mendoza's going to be in over his head. And you're going to be so furious. See, Rob, we've never had this. Now we're just coming into all this good stuff. I'm going to have you for a whole entire baseball season. Oh, and I can't wait. You know what? Let's make a wager. Okay, I'll make a wager. So we'll pick yes, I will go with that. HTJ, hot take John, hot take Johnny. How about the days when the Knicks had Marbury? Oh, Steve Francis. I saw him play in college when he was at Maryland when I was at UNC. Man, those were the days. We have the great backcourt. Yeah, Marbury. Yeah, Marbury. He did very well over in China. Did very well over there. Have a statue, made movies about him. He's done all right for himself. Yeah, they're coming in very hot. Very hot. Yes, they are very hot today. Yes. They have a king's fortune to work with, and they're shopping in the clearance aisle. Yankees, right? Aaron? Yeah. And Aaron agrees. 70-92 sounds about right for the Jets. I mean, the Mets. Yes. The Jets' 70 wins will come over the next 70 years. So that's another take I'm having right now. Jets next year. Let me go. I'm going to my head right now. Jets next year. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt on the 9th play of the season. Zach Wilson comes in again. Robert Saleh says he gives us the best chance of winning 3-14. So next year, I'll double down. Not 4 plays, 9 plays next year. 3-14. Mets, 70-92 sounds really good. It does. Yeah, because who do you got? Still don't have a lot of pitching. And the only guy who's going to knock any runs in is Polar Bear. Other than that, I think you're looking for a very, very long season there. HCJ. Rob, looks like it's going to be a long, long season. Long. Winter is coming. Winter is coming for Rob. It's coming, Rob. Might eat you up. Yes, it might eat you up. But I believe in you. I still love you. You're awesome. Yes. Oh, Michigan plays. Should I say this? Michigan plays Florida tonight at 7. Michigan sucks in basketball. 6-5. Florida 7-3 in the Jumpman Invitational. Right. Well, right. I think they're going to do the 81-81. Mets can even set a pitching rotation, which is true. Felix is in on it too. I think he's up for arbitration, right, Rob? I think he's arbitration eligible this year, and then they have to next year is another story. If the Jets had Zach Wilson, okay, this is good. Josh has a good hot take. If the Jets had, okay, I want to see this. This is good stuff today. Guys are on fire today. If the Jets have Zach Wilson on the roster next year, I will stop rooting for the team till what? Dude, you're not going to stop rooting for the team. Come on, Josh. Stop. You're going to start making me cry. Cry and laughter. Come on, you're not going to stop rooting. And you know Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's going to play in a beer league. He's going to fall in love with a 55-year-old waitress in Utah, leave his girlfriend, and go crazy. Well, right, he's arbitration eligible, Rob. Polar Bear, this coming season. Next year, he's a free agent, right? Is that true? That's what I'm trying to ask you. Yeah. Oh, my God, they got a picture, Athlete of the Year with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. It's like cut in half. Dude, you got to see this picture. It's really creepy. It's really creepy. Here, check this out. Aaron, check this out. Isn't that creepy? Dude, guys, check this out. Right? That's really creepy, dude. Right? That's pretty creepy. Aaron, would you say? Josh, guys, that's a really creepy picture. Like, that's going to haunt my dreams. It's going to haunt my dreams for a little bit. That's a little scary. I got a little scared. But yeah, right? Isn't he, Rob? He's arbitration. Oops, sorry about that. Got a little excited. Is he arbitration eligible? Oof. Yeah, that was oof. I watch Red Zone over the Jets game. Yeah, we all do, dude. We can't. Yeah, he's arbitration, so we'll see what happens this offseason. Yeah, and I talked about Tua's brother, Talia, is Big Ten's all-time leading passer, which means nothing. Over 11,000 yards. He's not playing in the bowl game for the Music City Bowl. All right, so what did he say? Yeah, what did he say? He said, yeah, the ring. Right, Josh? Yeah. Creepy. Yeah, and Connor McDavid and Matthew Barzal both have 16 points the last 3 weeks, tied for the second over that span. They're playing tonight. Good luck with that. Did I miss anything else? Oh, and I love Hendon Hooker, who blew out his knee, was going to win the Heisman last year for Tennessee. He's on the active roster with the Lions, and they waived kicker Riley Patterson. That's a guy who could be playing for the Lions in a couple of years. And this was pretty cool. So Aria Gertson, she covers all Tennessee sports. She was on the flight with the Lipscomb's men's soccer team a few months ago, and the number 1 overall pick in the MLS draft was a kid out of Lipscomb, Tyrese Spicer. That was kind of cool. To my fellow Jets fans, root for your fantasy teams next year. This organization has been a clown show, and I would say shit show. That's what I'm putting in. It doesn't deserve our support. Spend your time and money elsewhere. Come on, Aaron. Come on. Come on, God. Well, come on, man. Come on. We should all go to a game and, wear the paper bags. What do you think about that, guys? Guys, I'm still talking. No one really has got back to me about going to the Pinstripe Bowl next week. I really was interested in going to the Pinstripe Bowl, but nobody really got back to me on that front. I'm a little hurt. No, not. Because I think tickets were like $100 each to see a shitty bowl game, and seeing Rutgers is like watching the Jets play. They suck. They're terrible. They're just terrible. All right, what else do I? Let me see. All right, oh, wait, that's not what I want. Nope, that's not what I want either. I was talking about, where's my, yeah, here it is. Okay. No, that's not what I want. All right. I had a couple other things I wanted to talk about because I can't shut up. That's what I got. That's when I did my radio show, the guy, I did it FDU Madison. I did 4 to 7 a.m. I did it for like a year. No phone calls, no nothing. No one ever called in. I talked for 3 hours straight. Whenever I got tired, I played a song. I spent 40 hours a week, at least. Yeah, I would say close 35, 40 hours a week on my show. A lot of time on my show. It was worth it. All right, my battery's going to die, so let me get to, Chargers. They've had, does anybody really care? They've had 11 seasons under Telesco. They made three seasons under Staley and Telesco. The third coach they've had. Yeah, they have not been good. Will Greer to the practice squad. That was great. And, Chargers suck. 3 coaches, 3 and 2 playoff wins over 11 seasons. They suck. Yeah, no, the battery's not dying. The battery on the YouTube is going to die. We can, if it dies, maybe we'll just go over to the IG. Yeah. What is Rob agree? What did Rob say? Did I miss something? What did I miss, Rob? Did Rob just say something? Did I miss a hot take from Rob? Yeah. Battery can't die. Yeah. You'd have callers. Well, that's the thing too. It didn't work. It's the thing. It didn't work. Something was screwed up. It didn't work. And it drove me crazy. So I couldn't really, it was crazy, dude. Now I saw this from a guy named Bobby Peters about the Niners. Robert Mays went on a rant about Kyle Shanahan. This is what is getting lost in the Purdy debate. He says the weapons around him aren't all top 5 picks or trade acquisitions, minus CMC, but anybody could have traded for him. All these guys have grown and developed in Shanahan's office. They're great players, no doubt, but everybody in the league could have taken them. They all execute their jobs with a high level of detail and intensity. They're all put in positions to succeed on their specific routes, concepts, as well as blocking assignments. They constantly isolate different defenders in the pass game with outstanding route spacing and timing. They create angles and numbers in the run game every week. You can debate Purdy MVP all day, but the real fun discussion is how the 49ers have gotten here with player development out of their scheme has evolved each year to constantly stay ahead of defenses. I don't disagree. Now, let's see you win a championship because, it's great your concepts work, and he does. I would love to play for him. I think he is a genius. He's an offensive genius, but I want to see if it carries over to the next level. That's what I want to see. And it doesn't seem like Jamar Chase is going to be playing anytime soon. That AC joint. So it's going to be T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Andre Iosivas, Charlie Jones, who I love out of Purdue. He was great last year. And Trenton Irwin. They're the number 6 seed, but they'll have to likely win to remain that way. Rashee Rice is the Chiefs' top pass catcher. 32 catches since week 12 for 334 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kelsey, 21 for 283, 0 touchdowns. He's second among all rookies in catches, 3rd receiving yards, and 2nd in touchdowns. I guess we'll see what happens. And Patrick Mahomes and Logan, I can't stand the Paul brothers. I'll tell you, I would go in the ring and try to fight both those motherfuckers. I can't stand either of those douchebags. Those are douchebags. YouTube videos of this. One thinks he's a boxer, one guy's in wrestling. 2 douchebags. All right, what did Rob say? Rob said The 49ers organization also does a good job of developing defensive coaches. Yeah, hell yeah. D'Amico Ryans, Robert Saleh, the list goes on. They keep, and yeah, exactly. But well, they were complaining about the guy. They brought in Wilkes, right? From Steve Wilkes, who should have got the Panthers job, didn't get it. Yes, great point, Rob. Great point. And I forgot Sam Howell was benched last week, and Jacoby Brissett is a guy I'd let play a couple games. He just comes in and does the job, but they're going to start with Howell. Isaiah Likely's been playing great. He 3 weeks ago, since then, 14 catches, $193, 2 touchdowns. He's been playing well. Trey McBride for Arizona, 10 catches, $102 in the loss. Hawkinson has been great for the Vikings. 11 catches, 86. The Niners are 5.5 point favorite against the Ravens on Christmas night. And Kenny Pickett is questionable. Minka Fitzpatrick is out. Yeah, I talked about Maryland. Who cares? The WNBA Commissioner's Cup, it's going to be condensed. It's 4 season. The teams will play 5 Commissioner Cups games, 1 against each in-conference foe instead of previous 10. 1 against each in-conference foe instead of the previous 10. Wait, moving forward, teams will play 5 Commissioner Cups games, 1 against each in-conference foe instead of the previous 10, with all cup games taking place over 12 days. That's good. They'll be part of a team's 40-game schedule and count toward regular season win-loss record, which I like. The team from each conference with the best record in Commissioner's Cups games will compete for $500,000 prize pool on Tuesday, June 25th at the team's arena with the best. So they're going to make it. That rewards a team that has the best record, gets to play, host a game in their home. And there's a new WNBA movie, Brianna Stewart, Cheryl Swoops, featured in film on life of a WNBA player. Jonquel Jones, Brianna Stewart, and Ogwumike and Cheryl Swoops are subject to a new documentary that will peel back the curtain, behind the scenes look in the lives of a professional women's basketball player. It's called Shattered Glass, a WNBA Players Association and PA story. So it's going to be on Tubi on January 31st. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. What did he say? What did he say? Paul Brothers annoying. Jake is a clown boxer. With Logan, he's a pretty good wrestler, won't lie, but he's a con artist. Look into how he scammed his fans. Yeah. Felix, totally agree. Yeah, totally agree. Good. What did Rob say? Did I miss something? Yeah. Rob said Jacoby Brissett, not bad. Rob, you're always good. How about there's a lot of good basketball teams out there? College basketball. Houston, Oklahoma. Did I miss anything today? Let me see. Did I miss anything? Did I miss some breaking news, guys? Did we miss anything breaking? That's what I'm trying to see. Because my Twitter does not work on here. Oh, wait a minute. Something came through? Yeah, that's not. Oh, finally. Twitter came through. Thank God. Wasn't working. Now it's finally working. All right. And the Yankees claims shortstop Jeter Downs off waivers from the Nationals. That's breaking news to me. And that's great. Did I miss anything here on? Yeah. And did anything happen in ESPN since Colts suspend Mackenzie Brown? What? Mackenzie Brown for 3 games. McCutcheon returns to the Pirates. Florida State struggling with college football playoff exclusion. Cabrera cleared to return to PGA Tour after prison. Why not? Yeah, why not? Yeah, shit, yeah. Oh, so Lane Kiffin got an extension with Ole Miss. Good for him. He's agreed to a contract extension. Terms were not released. Okay, good for him. And Colts suspend McKenzie. So what happened here? Isaiah McKenzie and cornerback Troy Brown for 3 games. Contact detrimental to the team. Hey, good for him. Hey, Shane Stickens running a tight ship. If you're not aboard, then get the fuck out of here. All right, I say that. And there's the big take from Rob. He will be the best Jeter to play shortstop for the Yankees ever. God. Dude, that was hilarious. All right, did I miss anything? Oh, and we talked about this yesterday with Jay, that he feels the Jets should trade down and get picks and pick somebody else up. I totally agree on that front. I think the Jets, if they have the 6th pick, trade down. Somebody's going to want a quarterback, get more picks, and build it up. Yeah. DeVita made it a free appearance at that pizzeria I talked about yesterday in Morristown. And Pickens says he was trying to prevent injury. trying to prevent injury when he jumped out of the way. Yeah, okay, dude. Dude, call bull.